we'll get into the shady way Millionaire SteveWillDoIt, with over 3 million subscribers, won't ever go broke in just a minute. But whether it's influencers like Steve, TechLead, or Fresh and Fit, I doubt my videos or those of others creating content about them will ever cancel someone. The best these videos can do is make you aware of strategies to not get finessed out of your hard-earned pockets. Even if they got caught running a scam or being a fraud, the only way people won't rate you or your content anymore after you've built up a large audience is if you do something to harm little kids. Look no further than the amount of likes on these various creators' content despite getting ratioed. It's crazy. But without further ado, let's see how a millionaire spends his money and what we can learn from him, gracing us with his presence.
And I'm genuinely concerned, and this is in no way like some kind of an attack or I'm trying to get you or anything. But I'm legitimately curious. Looking at all of your postings, all of your texts, all of, you know, you just spent $1 million on a single YouTube video. You're giving out Bitcoins, which are 30 grand to like people if they comment on an Instagram post. Like, you're buying cars for people like it's no big deal. You're throwing away jewelry off balconies, like diamond necklaces. You're tossing them off balconies. I mean, you are being so reckless with money. I have to try to figure out, I can't help but be so curious if you're like highly strategic and very calculated in all of these moves where you're spending money to make money, or if you're just fucking out of control, or if you just like have that much money that you genuinely don't care. But in this day and age, it's a pretty wild move, like, you know, because like the way I look at the world, and I know I'm talking a lot, I gotta let you get in here.
It's so funny.
Yeah, like, let me just shut the fuck up.
No, keep going, it's hilarious.
Okay, the way I look at the world, the 1% has all the money and everyone else is fucking hurting, you know? So to have a lifestyle where you're like kind of flossing, where you're like, you know, showing how much wealth you have and spending money and throwing money around, like, I think a lot of, you know, I mean, I don't have that much money, but like I'm sensitive to it, you know, like I wouldn't want to be, I just have never wanted to be flashy, you know, and like I know that when you're throwing around money, you're typically giving it away to people. You're being like, you know, what do you call it? Like a philanthropist, you know, you're being a kind and generous person, which is cool. But what are your thoughts about being only fucking 22 years old and throwing, like, does any part of you think I got to be careful and save? Just
I think it's important to understand whether you're an influencer, right? Or you are on a regular corporate 6-figure job, or 80K or 70K. Whatever money you're making right now may not last you forever, or you may not be making that same amount of money consistently forever, or even increase your income necessarily. My philosophy on spending money has always been 2 facets. Before buying any type of luxury item, Rolex or Rolly, a Ferrari, or any type of, even a Tesla for that matter.
If you're doing it, stop it. Get some help.
Right? Be debt free, like no debts that aren't giving you income, and have money in some type of asset. For example, you are not in credit card debt, you are not in student loan debt, you are not in car payment debt. The best way to avoid being in credit card debt, right, is to not use more than 30% of your credit card balance at a given time. That means just to follow this rule of thumb, and you will always pay your credit card on time and not over leverage yourself. Okay, coming from someone who's personally been in $12,000 of credit card debt, okay, and had to repair my credit score. If your credit card limit is $1,000, right, I would even recommend don't use more than $200 at a given time without paying off the balance. So let's say even if your balance is about to hit $250, right, you pay it off ASAP. As soon as you have money, you pay it off ASAP. Or you pay it off to maybe $50 or $100 or $80, something like that, right? But you're constantly checking your bank account on a daily basis to ensure that you're not being reckless with your spending. You know those ones where you don't check your bank account for like 2, 3, 4, 5 days, even a week? You don't want to put yourself in that situation.
I am a clown. I am a clown.
Obviously, the easiest way to avoid car payment debts and paying a lot in interest is to buy a car used. Used cars are always top tier. You don't have to deal with dealers trying to upcharge you or make you pay for all these extra things that you don't really need. And obviously, you're paying yourself first. Paying yourself first one of the most basic principles of personal finance. You get $2,000 per month, you pay yourself maybe 20%, so $400 per month, it goes directly into your savings account, right? And then once you have maybe anywhere from 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved up, then you become aggressive with trying out different money-making endeavors, right? Because we know inflation also eats away at the value of your money in your bank account.
I know, I'm pissing everybody off tonight. That's my job.
And once you're debt-free, you can definitely focus even more energy on building assets and investing in income-producing things, right? And not constantly being a consumer of products.
Because fuck, I might live till I'm 80.
No, and no. So there's zero part of me that feels like that way because I'm so like confident in myself. Because like if I'm tripping like 5 years from now about $100,000, $200,000, $1 million, $3 million, $4 million, whatever, then that means I failed my mission, right?
Okay.
So I'm on that path to not fail, and that's how much I believe in myself and what I do. But at the same time, like no matter what, how much I believe in myself, every dumb purchase I do, there's a smart purchase, right? You know, it's like, you know, I probably own like 7 million in real estate just over. So every if I give away 300,000, like I probably bought a condo or something. You know, it's
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying. So I was kind of like right now, like I could lose everything, and so at the end of the day, it's like I got 7 million or whatever in condos and houses and shit.
Right.
But I don't care. Like if I have, you know,
I think he means that he has 7 million in condos or houses that he has tenants in, right? Because it's one thing to have just the houses or the condos for personal vacation homes, but it is another thing for those to be rental properties that are bringing you money, cash flow, on a monthly basis.
Motivated, dedicated, motivated, dedicated.
And honestly, many of y'all may not be aware of Steve, but he's known for giving away cars and other luxury items on a regular basis. My thing has always been this: listen, let's say you give someone a Tesla or a McLaren or whatever. Yeah, you're giving away, right? First of all, he's getting a tax write-off for that thing. Plus, he's probably making a video about it, so he's also getting paid on top of that. So it's not really, he's not really losing, okay? So that's one aspect. Okay, he's getting a tax write-off, and he's probably making money off of the video that he's gonna post on YouTube of his charitable giveaway, right? And number 2, it would be so much better if he bought these people, right, put it in their name, some type of rental property where those people can have other people be tenants, right? Those people can become landlords, where people are paying rent to them, right? So that those people can be self-sufficient without Steve, or actually benefit long-term from what the things that Steve is doing. Imagine me getting a Tesla. I have no money to put gas in it or to buy energy. What is the point of the Tesla? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the point of the car if you don't have money to pay the insurance, pay the maintenance fees? Yo, come on.
It's ridiculous. It's obvious what's being done out here. It's on a nightly basis. I hope the world can see now what's really going on out here, because it's getting ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Yes, man. This is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
Come on now. The insurance, maintenance fees, the energy, the gas for the car. Like, is it really an asset or a liability? So that's one aspect. Honestly, if you did nothing else, if you stopped just giving people luxury cars and bought them real estate property, that would be so much more of a top tier gift. Number 2, getting these people some type of credit repair service, or allowing them to get out of debt, like paying off their credit card debt or paying off some type of debt that they have. That is also top tier. If you did just those 2 things and stop doing all this extra luxury item stuff that doesn't really do much for people in general, right? I think that would be better. But we're also about to get into the Wiza scam that he's peddling and running in a bit. He even ran an ad teaming with Wiza to give away McLaren recently. So we'll get into that in just a minute.
Believe in myself so much right now, and what I'm about to do. If I'm tripping about $1 million, then that means I failed. So
All right.
What is your mission?
to be a billionaire.
You're gonna be a billionaire.
All right.
To be a billionaire, yeah.
Do you have a timeline for that?
3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years?
Damn.
Yeah.
So, like, pardon my ignorance, but how did you come into this situation? Just straight YouTube? You just...
No, dude. So I had a really shitty fucking day, right? like when I was young as shit. And at that point, I hated my life this night. I was like, yo, like I'm sick of this. Like, and then I started making Instagram videos. Like I'm done with this shit. And I always thought that I would be like a streamer. Like I would stream and work out and be that YouTube guy, because I would watch, like for example, like FaZe Boys, FaZe Clan. I'd watch them when I was younger. It's like, yo, this guy just bought like a flat screen TV. Like that's crazy. Like I want a flat screen TV.
Right. Those guys throw money around for
That's
sure.
what I'm saying. But it's like I had like the shittiest day of my life, and I was like, you know what, fuck this. Like I'm doing this. And that's when I started drinking liquor on Instagram.
Okay.
So I started the first
And this is
video
when you're in high school.
in high school. Yeah, and I was on probation
For what?
for marijuana.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got arrested like 3 times for marijuana. It's ridiculous.
What state did you grow up in?
In Florida. It's
Florida?
ridiculous.
Where in Florida?
Near Orlando, Oviedo,
Okay.
Oviedo, Florida. But it was like I had the shittiest day of my life, and he was like, look, everyone, like I'm gonna do this shit. And
Pro tip, the easiest way to make money online is to make YouTube videos about the things you're currently experiencing, your occupation, or whatever it is you do on a regular basis. So if you're a bus driver, it makes sense to make YouTube videos around your lifestyle, right? So you can monetize what you're already doing. Or simply make reaction videos to content that you see online, give your own 2 takes. If you want to know how to edit reaction videos on your phone, on your iPhone with no computer or other editing software, just iPhone, iMovie. I'll leave that video linked in the description. If you're a police officer, make videos pertaining to the realities, the pros and cons of being a police officer, a mailman, a teacher, a garbage truck driver, a student. While being in school, talk about the realities of being at University of Ottawa, University of Nebraska, University of Delaware, whatever. Basically, monetizing your lifestyle and what you do on a regular basis and making YouTube videos about it is probably the best way, most cost-efficient way to make money online in the long term without any upfront capital. For the most part, the biggest expense that comes with YouTube videos is just creating content. It's just the time to create the content. It's not really money necessarily in most cases.
and I posted a video of me slamming a whole bottle of Fireball, and it was crazy because I gained like hundreds of followers. I was like, yo, like I'm the shit, like, you know.
Man, I never had good things happen when I chugged hard liquor. It was every time it was bad news. Dude.
Oh yeah, well he's talking about monetizing his, I guess, he has a high tolerance. Or if you're trying to quit weed or quit alcohol, that could be a way for you to also monetize in a way as well, right? My 30-day weed tolerance break, my 60-day going without weed, stuff like that.
A lot of followers.
Yeah, I gained a lot of followers, but it was a slow grind. I mean, it's like
How many followers did you have at that point on
I
Instagram?
mean, he said he got hundreds of followers, so
hundreds.
I'm guessing he
Yeah,
had
I'm
hundreds of
saying,
people?
Yeah. So I was doing 2 to 3 liquor slams, drinking stunts that I took myself to 110%. Where it's like right now, like I can't even go into the mindset that I was in back then, because back then I was hungry. Not that I'm not hungry right now, but like right now it's like I got everything in the world. Like back then I had nothing. It was like I couldn't even at all you can eat wings. I couldn't even afford the ranch. You know what I'm saying? So it was a different level of hungriness. If you know what I'm saying?
Now you didn't mention about like savings or anything like that, so I assume just the fact that he has so much money coming in from his YouTube AdSense revenue, merch, and Wiza, and rental property, right? He doesn't really care too much about, I guess, savings is whatever. But I would recommend people in general 3 to 6 months with expenses saved up. If your monthly expenses is $1,000, you have anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000 saved up in your savings account. And better yet, right, for his actual giveaways, if these are even real, right? Giving people rental property, helping them get out of debt, or helping them improve their credit score, giving them some type of credit repair service, definitely top tier. Another one would be hiring them a video editor for like a year so that they can help these people create content to make money, but things that are helping them either save money or make money in the future, right? You save money by having a better credit score so you can get a better mortgage and being out of debt. And you can also make money by having a video editor, giving them rental property. That $300K or whatever they're giving away as a prize for the Ferrari or McLaren, that is easily a house. On the minimum scale, it's a down payment. On the maximum, it's a house. It's a full-on house, okay? But now, some of y'all may or may not have seen Steve in some interesting ads as of late, teaming with Wiza, right? Wiza, who's like, I guess it's some type of giveaway fundraiser or some type of raffle type of thing, right?
All right, boys. So obviously you like the McLaren, the coolest McLaren on fucking earth. Click the link in the bio if you want to enter to win. It's going out in 6 weeks. This is the SteveWillDoIt LLC McLaren giveaway. You're working with the best people on the planet, Wiza and West Coast Customs, and then SteveWillDoIt LLC. The best people you want to work with. It's a $320,000 car. Link in bio.
Now, the first red flag with Wiza is the following. If you go to their channel, yes, they have an actual channel. First of all, they've hidden the like to dislike ratio, and they've turned off comments. Now, you tell me what that means for most people.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Something is going on that isn't completely authentic. Okay, that's one video. Number two, the the one and only Nelk Ferrari giveaway scam, alleged scam. The like to dislike ratio is gone, it's hidden, and the comments are turned off. Okay, next one, they've actually shown the like to dislike ratio, and it's not all that promising. Let me add one for the culture. Cool. And the comments are still turned off. And the video ad that I saw myself that inspired this video basically was Steve basically promoting Wiza again to, I guess, people who are subscribed to him or who watch content with his name in the title. Now, if you go to Google and type Wiza scam Reddit, you get some interesting search results. One of them says Wiza scam info under the subreddit r/full scam, not full send, full scam. Y'all should definitely tap into that subreddit. It's definitely a hidden gem, to say the least. Someone says Dominique 3 Snow. So, folks, I entered by the free, quote-unquote free, mail-in option, which cost me $30 for express courier to guarantee fast delivery and direct delivery to a person at Wiza Sweeps LLC. I also stupidly bought tickets for his second draw, as well as the first one he held. The office at 930 Washington Avenue, Suite 210, Miami Beach 33139 does not exist. It's not accessible or is vacant according to my express courier. Yes, it is totally F to hear this. I asked the express courier company today, being August 18, 2021, and asked why it shows as not delivered yet, as today is the deadline for entry. There are attempts to deliver my entry by mail on my tracking number, but they can't gain access to Wiza Sweeps LLC. First attempt of delivery was August 14, 2021. Now, another post says Wiza/Nelk caught in 4K. Like, this is straight from the FTC, Federal Trade Commission website, right? This is where they are essentially the gold standard of moderating and guiding marketing or misleading marketing. Like you can't say, this thing will cure cancer, right? Without actual factual empirical evidence and peer-reviewed studies, right? And you could say, and you also talk about the side effects of getting this thing, right? So you can't just say, this is, drink this or eat this and you will have weight loss. You could say it will lead to weight loss, right? But it can't create or be the sole reason that you will lose weight. So, from the Federal Trade Commission website themselves, they said the following: real sweepstakes are free and by chance. It's illegal to ask you to pay or buy something to enter, or to increase your odds of winning.
Teaming up with our really, really good friends at Wiza. They're our boys, and we're gonna be giving away one fucking crazy ass item every single month. So this month, it's a fucking full send Ferrari. Crazy. This thing's fucking...
fans getting this?
You can enter on Wiza.com to win this full send Ferrari, and you can buy as many tickets as you want. The more you buy, the more chances you have to win.
And a smart Redditor says the following: let me preface this by saying this ish was an absolute scam regardless. Also, not a lawyer. The issue here in prosecuting them is proving the intention behind his statements. The real problem for Kyle and Wiza, I could see, is Kyle using the word buy, because Wiza gets around this by using donations to support your favorite creators. And you get the tickets/entries for free, right? Also, they use mail-in options to get around the law, like any other company. But for Wiza, it's impossible when the drawings happens 2 days after the giveaway is announced, right? And we showed you how the mail-in option isn't even an actual option. No, it doesn't even get delivered. So first of all, it's not gonna get delivered on time. That's one. And it's not even gonna get delivered, even if it was delivered on time.
Please can I have my money back? Please can I have my money back?
Also, not mentioning mail-in options in the promotional videos themselves could probably get them in trouble as well. As for the actual increase your chance of winning part of what he said, but think about it just in general, right? Just think about it in general. Let's say they give away the McLaren, 300k worth in value, right? According to the website, I think it is. And they are raffling it off. All of y'all are basically paying for the McLaren, okay? Basically paying for the McLaren. And they're gonna make a profit on top of that. And part of the donation, so to speak, right, is also likely a tax write-off. So they're not losing in any way. They're not losing money. All of y'all are basically paying them to give you guys the McLaren.
I'm calling you out. I'm so sick of these people. You know, oh!
And it's no wonder Steve hypes it so much, right? He's getting YouTube AdSense revenue, merch, rental property, and now Wiza as a bona fide way to maintain his increased luxury lifestyle.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
So buyer beware. You can dislike the video, like the video, it doesn't matter. I'm still getting paid, okay? But hopefully you can enjoy the content, enjoy SteveWillDoIt's content, Nelk's content, without buying into any of their extra stuff. Merch, I can see that it's still, you know, for the most part, you get value, but all this hope of profit or hope of winning, don't do that shit. Enjoy the content, laugh, be entertained, but don't buy any of this shit. Especially, you see the reviews, you see the anecdotal experience with people online, right? Anything I recommend myself, you can do your own independent study, independent reviews, and you can see the verified. Any question you have about a person, a subject matter, always add Reddit to your search term or Quora, and you'll get the truth about that person, situation, or subject matter. And definitely tap into the r/full scam subreddit on Reddit if you want some, you know, other strategies to be aware of. But as always, if it doesn't feed you, don't water it. And too much of any good thing is good for nothing. How you lot doing today? Say it with me. I'm doing more, saying less, and keeping that same energy. No cap. Flip the script. I'm out. Deuces.
I can't have back all the time that I've wasted. I wasted some time, but time it takes patience. Take time to different locations. Belfast, kid, we don't talk to no stations. Sweet one till I move in rotation. Move with my team, can't move to complacent. Broke when I lived in the ends, become complacent. Toast to the ones that all said we won't make it. Life for the party when we step in, standard. 3 girls on me at the moment, hat trick. All my brothers living like kings, like fantastic. Can't be the only one winning, that's me, that kid. I get love in my city, I'm rated. You ain't loved in your city, too basic. I don't care about here, been hated. Sipping on a coke with a Henny too wasted.
Wasting my time with you.